Did you know there are over 1,000 students living in homeless situations and attending schools in the El Paso Independent School District? What can we do for these students? Well, the Mckinney Vento Homeless Assistance Act, reauthorized as Title 10, Part C of the No Child Left Behind, or NICLB, defines and protects the rights of students living in homeless situations to enroll, attend, and succeed in our public schools. Under the Mckinney Vento Homeless Assistance Act, schools must identify children and youths living in homeless situations and provide services such as immediate enrollment and participation, enrollment without records including immunizations, previous school records, and proof of living situation, among others. Schools should work to remove barriers to students' enrollment, attendance, and success. Students living in homeless situations have some very important rights, including the right to remain in their school of origin. The school of origin is the school the student was attending when permanently housed or the last school in the district that the student attended. It is important to keep students living in homeless situations in their school of origin to the extent feasible, unless it goes against the parent, guardian, or unaccompanied youth's wishes, because it provides consistency and support for students in uncertain housing situations. An unaccompanied youth is any student living away from their parent or legal guardian. Students living in homeless situations also have the right to identification. Students are identified at the beginning of the school year and throughout the school year by completing a student residency questionnaire, otherwise known as an SRQ, as part of the enrollment packet. Each school has a designated campus homeless liaison. At the elementary level, it's the elementary counselor. At the middle school level, it is the person or persons designated by the care team administrator, and at the high school level, it is the at-risk coordinator. The campus homeless liaison determines if the student is living in a homeless situation, such as in an emergency shelter or transitional living center, in the home of a friend or relative due to loss of housing and economic need, in a hotel or motel, in temporary foster care while awaiting permanent placement, or in a place not meant for human habitation, such as on the streets, in a park, or any other unsheltered location. Students may also be considered homeless if they live in their own home, but the home is considered substandard because it does not have running water or electricity. If a parent, guardian, or unaccompanied youth states that the student is living in a homeless situation and the school disagrees, the student must be immediately enrolled pending resolution of the dispute. The school may contact the district homeless liaison to assist in the resolution of the dispute. There are several reasons why children and youths may live in homeless situations. Some of them are natural disaster, home fire, family issues such as domestic violence or being kicked out by a parent or guardian, or a student living home due to family conflict. Other reasons include incarceration of a parent or guardian, incapacitation of a parent or guardian because of health, mental health, or drug and alcohol issues. Some families or youths have encountered economic hardship such as a loss of employment or a lack of full-time employment, which may lead to an inability to pay their rent or mortgage, an inability to pay for deposits for rent or utilities. High medical bills may leave little to no money for housing, which may lead to families experiencing eviction. If you know of any students living in these situations, refer them to the campus homeless liaison for identification. Each school must have Mckinney Vento rights posters displayed in places of enrollment in order for parents to learn about their rights to identification, enrollment, and services. In addition to enrollment assistance, children and youth living in homeless situations also have the right to free meals and transportation to their school of origin. If transportation to the school of origin is requested by the parent, guardian, or in the case of an unaccompanied youth at the request of the campus homeless liaison, it must be provided, even if it is less than 2 miles away from the school of origin. If a student lives outside the boundaries of their school of origin, the district will send a school bus to transport the student to and from school. If a student lives in another school district, both districts will share responsibility for transporting the student to and from the school of origin. In some cases, this may mean coordinating with school districts in other states. The campus homeless liaison should ensure that the transportation is provided in a timely manner and in the best interest of the student. Additionally, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, otherwise known as FERPA, requires schools and school districts to protect the privacy of students. Unless they have a parent's permission, schools may not give out any information about the student to people who are not involved in the student's education. Do not single out students by announcing that they are living in homeless situations, and use discretion in giving out school supplies and uniforms to students in need. Students living in homeless situations have the right to equal access to school programs and services, including services through Title I funds, such as tutoring, no matter if they are attending a campus-wide Title I school or not. What more can be done at the campus level? Schools may want to welcome new students living in a homeless situation and give them a token of some sort to help them feel connected to the school. Other recommendations are to start a uniform return program, a weekend backpack program where students are able to pick up a backpack full of food each weekend, or provide a food pantry at your school. Schools may be able to help to connect families with referrals to community agencies and support, like mentoring, counseling, and benefits assistance. Most importantly, provide students and parents the opportunity to be involved in academic decisions and school activities. If you are aware of any students that may be in unstable living situations, may experience frequent absences, or seem to have difficulty providing school supplies, please discreetly refer the student to the campus homeless liaison for possible identification and services. If you have any questions or would like more information on the Mckinney Vento Homeless Assistance Act, contact your district homeless liaison, Olivia Narvaez, at 915-230-2383 or 915-230-2392, or by email at oanarvae@episd.org.